Here today, searching for goodness. Today's guest is Vin. He's a magician, and we met at the Oscars 2024 event this year. Vin, I don't know much about you to be honest, but you gave me a card that said Asia Got Talent, and you also gave me a pass for Magic Castle. Thank you. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do to the audience?
You can actually see that one of the time at 45 degrees.
Very good.
I'm not gonna touch the fork. I'm just gonna put it between here.
Wow.
Now we definitely can't use that fork.
Wow.
Really?
Good job, man. Up close magic is so hard to do, but you did it so well, and you impressed the heck out of me.
Yes.
Thank you.
Now might be the time. Look at you. Go ahead.
Hello, hi. I'm Vin Chee. I'm a magician and actor. I live in Los Angeles now. I'm from Malaysia originally. Have you heard of Malaysia?
I've heard of Malaysia, but I don't know much about it.
It's beautiful out there. Very beautiful.
And tell us a little bit your magic career and acting career.
So, I've been doing magic since I was a teenager, and at first it was just a hobby, to make extra money, part-time job, career, hobby turned to passion, and passion turned to career, and it eventually brought me to the United States. Just
How
doing
does
magic.
bring you to United States?
It's the extraordinary abilities visa that I have.
Oh,
right now.
that's how you came.
And,
Okay.
I applied for it. I didn't think I would get it, but I got it.
Okay. And what do you do nowadays? You perform at Magic Castle and what other places?
I perform at Magic Castle, at private and corporate events, at sometimes birthday parties. And aside from magic, I try to get involved in movies.
Okay.
So in the past, I've been in Crazy Rich Asians, which is very successful here in the
You were in
United
that
States.
movie?
I feel glorious, glorious. Got a chance to stop you. I was born for this, born for this.
Ever since I can remember, my family has been my whole life. Rachel! Rachel!
If Nick chose me, he would lose his family. And if he chose his family, he might spend the rest of his life resenting you.
You nasty. You kind of nasty. You got nastier.
I was in a movie and it was shot in Malaysia and Singapore, where I'm from. So that's
Oh,
what happened.
nice. It was like a small role or one of the characters?
It was a very small role, but I saw myself on a big screen. My
Nice.
family saw myself there.
So you let Bernard Ty organise all of this?
Yeah. Bernard, hey, this is for you, asshole.
My friends around the world, they saw the movie and they could recognize me. And even on the plane, when you could watch Crazy Rich Asians, they could see me on that tiny screen. on the
Very
fly.
cool. And that was a big movie. That was a big movie. So what do you think about diversity? When we were growing up, and I was growing up, like in Turkey, I remember most movies being all white, straight cast.
All the time, yeah.
Things changed a lot. Like,
Things
what do you
changed
feel
a
about
lot.
that? There's more
And-
inclusivity, right?
Yeah, it's all about Asian representation these days. That we want to be seen.
Mhm.
Because growing up, I didn't have many idols or heroes that I could look up to. There was just Bruce Lee, who was like there like many years ago, and there wasn't anything new. It was Jackie Chan, and growing up, there just weren't many Asian-looking people in Hollywood.
True.
But it is changing these days, and that's why I'm here.
Cool. And so our show is called Searching for Goodness.
Yes.
This is a show with an intention to turn into a movie someday. Searching for goodness, what do you think goodness is? Where it can be found? What do you do to spread goodness with your magic or acting, whatever career you do?
Ultimately, I would like to inspire future generations of kids so that they have someone that they could look up to.
Mm-hmm.
It's very important because that really creates character. That's how, when I idolize a certain idols and figures, a public figure, for instance, like Bruce Lee, and it gave me the confidence, and yeah, it inspired me, and I want to be that impact. I want to make an impact to kids that that I once felt that way when I was a little kid.
Very nice.
I want to spread that goodness, definitely.
The key, give it to me. Why do you always have to do things the hard way?
You'll get this key, find that body.
That's your wish.
And how did your interest to magic started when you were a kid?
Well, it's funny. I started doing magic because I couldn't sing or dance. I wanted to become a musician. I wanted to do music, but that didn't work out for me. And I started doing magic, and it worked so much better for me. And I was just a natural. I was just doing it for fun. I was just performing it to people, to strangers, and they loved it. And it's like, wow. What if I try to make a living with magic?
We always ask people to tell us about birds. What do you think about birds?
Birds.
Mm-hmm.
I love birds. Like they could fly to anywhere they want. They could spread their wings, and I feel like it symbolizes something. It's like me. I came from the other side of the world.
Mm-hmm.
It took me like 20 years. No, not 20 years, but 20 hours to be here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe 20 years too, because I've always wanted to be in Hollywood when I was like a little child. I was seeing all these movies on the big screen. I was fascinated by it, and wow, people actually do this for a living, and I love to try that someday. But it wasn't until 2 years ago that I actually moved to Los Angeles. So
how are
birds
you
very
liking it?
Fascinating. Birds. How am I liking LA?
Yeah. Good and bad. Like, what was
Ups
their
and downs.
disappointments and?
No, there weren't disappointments. It's just, it's just very. It can get very costly to live out here, and I'm not used to that because I'm used to the cost of living in Asia and California. It's so different. So whatever that's worth back home and whatever that's worth here, you pay like a lot more over here, and it is what it is. If it was easy, everyone would be doing it, but I wanted it so badly enough that I wanted to be here, want to pursue an acting career as well as my magic as well. That's why I joined the Magic Castle in Hollywood.
like working there? How do people, like, you need to be invited to go see a show there, right?
You have to be invited by a member, or they would not let you in at all.
We can't just buy tickets and go.
No.
Okay. Keep being my friend. I have heard your plans for Magic Castle.
Yeah.
So cool. And
But
we're
now you have the
definitely-
passes too.
Yeah, I have passes, but if you ever have a show, I'd like to come see you. So let us
Absolutely,
know. I'll
yes.
save one specifically for you to come see your show.
Thank you.
What do you think artificial intelligence? It's a fear of some of us that artificial intelligence is going to take our jobs. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it was very concerning because it made me feel like, what's the point anymore? You know, I moved out here to LA, and AI is going to take over our acting jobs. Then what's
Do you
the
know
point?
if any AI doing any magic tricks?
No,
Not yet.
it's hard.
Hmm.
It requires a lot of practice with sleight of hands and movements and misdirection. I hope it will never happen, but I don't think it would be that easy to do magic with AI. That's just me trying to be hopeful, you know. It's just, I like to keep the things as conventional, like as very, you know, just when I started learning magic, you learn from basics and then you level up and you invest in more magic props and all that stuff. But if AI were to take over, then I don't know anymore.
And in the common sense of magic, what do you think about magic? Do you believe in magic, or you just think it's a trick? Or, I mean, the way I know how magic is done, it's also a little bit mix of science and spirituality and all this law of attraction kind of stuff people talking about. What do you think?
Magic it's a way of life. You know, it's like you could touch people anywhere. Doesn't matter. It has no language barrier.
So, any closing thoughts before you do the magic trick? Anything? Where do people find you? How do people follow you?
People can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and social media.
S?
Vin Chee. So that's my stage name.
Okay, I'll put it over here.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for attending. We end the show saying goodness will win.
Goodness will win, but before we end, I'd like to show you
A magic trick. I'll see that. But let's say one more time to this camera,
Sure.
I think. Goodness will win.
Goodness will win.
Let's together.
One, two, three.
Goodness will win.
Okay, and we don't go anywhere because we're gonna say a magic trick. Go ahead.
Right on.
Right on. Okay.
I got the deck of cards here. Right.
But I
Could you just pick one card? Doesn't matter. Just take one. Just take one. Pick one.
got
Don't show it to me. Show it to the camera.
Wait a minute.
It's very important that you memorize it. All right. Don't say a word. Now put it anywhere into the deck. Now I have this magic wand, or more like a Sharpie pen right here. I want you to
Right.
hold onto it. Just hold it.
Okay.
I want you to think of the card. Imagine there's a whiteboard here. See this whiteboard?
Yeah.
I want you to use this pen. Think of the card and draw your card on this invisible whiteboard here.
The number that I'm thinking.
Yeah, but don't. I will look away. Let me know when you're done.
Okay.
You got it?
Yes.
All right. Now watch carefully. Shoot this pen that you just drew on this invisible whiteboard. You could start to see the logo starts to change. Read the logo. What does it say?
6 of clubs.
Was that your card?
Yes.
Show the camera. 6 of clubs.
Do you see it?
6 of clubs.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Do we have time for one more? Let's do one more trick.
One more trick. Let's see. When we do something, you just pick another card. This way. Just take one. Take one. Okay. I'll try to read. I'll try to demonstrate mind reading. Look at me. Is it the Queen of Hearts?
Yes.
The Queen of Hearts?
Queen of Hearts.
Hold on a second.
3 times the charm. One more magic trick.
One more. The Queen of Hearts, you don't see it goes. If I put it somewhere into the middle, should you push it in? Push it in.
Can you see it?
Yeah. Now watch carefully. Could you snap your fingers? Jumps to the top, just like that.
Ooh.
This card here goes in the middle. Watch. Starts to go through this deck of cards. Do me a favor, pull it. Pull it. Okay. Watch. This is just an illusion. Nothing in my hands. If we go back in ancient times, paper were made out of what? Tell me.
Like stones?
No, like what was paper made out of back in the days?
What? I don't know.
Trees.
Trees?
Porcelain stuff.
He said trees, right? Hold out your hand for me. 2 hands. You now have a block of wood right there.
Not so much.
There you go.
One last one.
Thank you.
We said answers first. Let's do 4 and that's it.
No,
You have one more?
I didn't bring many. Yeah. No, we
That's
do.
it?
The rule is not to show too many magic. That's
Easy.
Okay, 3 is a good number.
Keep searching for goodness. My name is Vin Chee, a magician and actor, and keep searching for goodness.
Goodness will win.
Goodness will win.
All right, thanks everyone. We'll be back.
See you